gentlemen, it's that time of the week. It's Wednesday. I'm super late. The music's gonna cut out here because... Oh, it didn't. Good. Okay, how's everybody doing? Let me turn this shenanigans down. We got several people already in the chat. Joe Hans. What's going up, Alex? Good to see you, brother. Delusionals Arcade. Adderzak. Hosam. Staples. Simon. Raven. Music. It's gone. Rudolph. Philip. Rodrigic. Oh, man. It's one of those days, let me tell you guys. Welcome all. Hello. Dropping, love it. Yep, that little face. It's good stuff. Okay, let's get rid of the headphones. So, I apologize for being late again. It's been one of those days, you know, when just everything goes wrong and nothing goes right. One of those days here in the studio. But we're here now. And I'm really looking forward to wrapping this year up. This has been a great year. We're already at the end of November. Can you believe that? Hey guys, what's going on? Awesome. Good to have you all here. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, but it's been an interesting year. And I feel like it slipped away very quickly. And I feel like more than any other year, this one was one where I took too much stuff on. So I'm so stoked to get all that stuff done and next year jump into some fresh content. Really looking forward to that. Little Ford's first time seeing live video live. Nice. Awesome. Well, welcome. Is this a good time, by the way? Obviously, you know, people who are around Wednesday nights seems to be working, but you know, it's good to check in every once in a while. So what's new? I have been off the radar, just trying to get stuff done here. And yeah, exactly, Soul. Year is going very quickly indeed. I saw someone talk about the first comment here, 8K Sony talk, let's go. Now, is that was announced that they are working on that, or is it out now, that sensor? Because that could be interesting. Very interesting. I doubt we'll see that in the A7S III. That'd be wild. That'd be insane, but yeah. What's up, Carlos? Good to see you. Stream time. Nice trash bin. We'll never review it. Yeah, things are kind of a disaster back there. 9:30 a.m. Australia. Nice. DC, Philippines. Good stuff. So next year, maybe even the end of this year, I want to kind of take what we're doing here on the... Is my shutter speed kind of funky there? Look kind of interesting. I want to take the stream kind of to the next level quality-wise. I am hoping to add some wireless cameras. So Came TV makes these wireless transmitter receivers. I'm testing those currently, and if that works out, we might be able to get 2 to 3 to 4 cameras going on here in the studio, move a bunch, you know, do all kinds of crazy stuff. And yeah, I think it'd be fun to really take the stream kind of to the next level, have more guests on, and maybe do some segments. So let me know if you guys have any, you know, recommendations for that. And I thought one that would be pretty fun to do, and I think would be helpful for the community, is to find other channels similar to this one. Because let's face it, this, you know, my channel's been around for a little while. It's, you know, we've changed over time, but I thought it'd be cool to kind of share some up and coming channels in this space. So why don't we start right now? I am going to pull up the link that I lost here. There's actually a whole bunch of other live streams happening right now. Kinotika was live. They might not be anymore, but they're a great channel. But the first one, I don't know what we'll call it. I don't want to say, not creators on the rise. That's like YouTube, right? That's their thing. But Brandon Washington, I just dropped the link to his channel. He's actually live right now as well. Met him at NEB last year. Really cool dude. So yeah, you should check out his channel. And I think we should do something like that. I think it'd be fun to maybe do little segments like that, maybe mini reviews, have some guests on. Let me know what you guys, yeah, guest panel would be a blast. Creative video by Craig, a great recommendation. Are you sure you did not film this ahead of time? The image quality is really good. Awesome. Well, thank you. I see a couple of people asking about my live streaming setup, and what's going on here is we are using OBS. I'm using the A6500, and it's going into, can I pull it out? Nah, it's not going to reach, an AVIO 4K capture card. And I know I've been talking about it for a long time, but I will be doing a video on the live streaming setup, and I thought it'd be interesting to break down how I actually set everything up. So literally put my soundboard on a table, plug everything in, and show you guys what I'm doing there, and then look at the software, because I haven't shown anybody my software setup, which I'm pretty happy with. I do want one of those little Stream Deck minis. It's a little cube that you push buttons and it, you know, changes scenes and stuff like that. So I think that could be pretty sweet. So yeah, and I'm thinking about getting a video switcher too. I've been using that Apollo video recorder to switch, but it is not an affordable way to switch. So I really wouldn't recommend that. But Roland, R-O-L, right? Yeah, A-N-D, Roland, has a video switcher. It's around $1,000, lets you do 4 cameras in HD. But they just released I think a $500 version that lets you use 2 cameras and actually has a foot switch to change the camera angles. So that could be pretty cool for live streaming. We'll have to see. We already have a donation up in here, $10 Canadian from Mamand Hashmand. Did I even come close? Thank you for the donation. If you have, oh, here's a question. Image stabilization lens handheld versus gimbal with no image stabilized lens for music videos. Interesting. I would say if you're looking at stabilizers, gimbals, whatever, glide cams versus handheld and using in-body stabilization or a stabilized lens, it is really going to come down to the look you're going for. I think a lot of people use some of those tools improperly. Obviously, there's no wrong way to use tools. But I would say, you know, with gimbals and glide cams, you're going to get kind of like almost like a Steadicam look. So you can't compare that to handheld quite. Now, handheld with image stabilization is kind of a different beast. It's almost like adding weight to your camera. So if you're looking for a handheld look that's not shaky and jittery, image stabilization is a great way to go. If you're looking for that kind of flowy look, then I would consider going with the gimbal stuff. Just a completely different, you know, look, really. So I wouldn't quite compare the two. So that's what I would figure out for yourself. Thank you for the donation. That's awesome. Love it. We got a bunch of members showing up. And if you're a member out there watching, I apologize for not getting the streams going for the members. We started out all these beautiful people with their beautiful green names and their awesome icons. Alan, Kim, Alex, I know Carlos was in here earlier too. They're all members, so they pay $5 a month. And we started doing these streams where they're exclusive. We all did a Google Hangout together, and it was a complete blast. I'm trying to figure out what to do with that going forward, because I really have enjoyed hanging out with these fine folks. They're so much fun, but I don't know how to scale that because Google Hangouts can only handle, I think, up to 8 people. So we're figuring that out, but I really want to have some kind of community like that, not as a monetization option because, you know, that's not the reason for it. More of a way to make sure I get everybody covered if you have questions. And it doesn't have to be, you know, I don't expect people to stick around forever. But I feel like I miss a lot of questions. So anyway, I'm very much rambling. Let's jump into some questions. If you want to drop a question, what worked really well last week is tagging me in your comments. So type at DSLR Video Shooter as you see a couple people here doing, and that'll make sure I can see your comment and I don't miss anything because I miss stuff. So yeah, 51 Drones, welcome. You need a Patreon. Yeah, I've thought about that, Willie. And I just feel like it's just one more thing. And I'm not looking for another way to monetize, although that isn't necessarily a bad idea. Wow, everyone decided to call me today. So yeah, Yeah, I'm not sure about that, but I totally get how it works great for people. I feel like it's a, you do all Patreon or I don't know. Maybe someday though. Maybe someday. Steve asked about a Discord. I would like to create a Discord, and maybe we'll do that here in the near future for the channel. So for the members, we've actually had a Discord going, and it's been great to kind of have that tight-knit community helping each other out. So maybe we'll do that for everybody else. Wannabe, welcome, good sir. Good to see you. Okay. Thought up to 20 videos feeds. Not sure what you mean there, James. Exclusive workshops. That could be a thing. I would love to do something like that someday. Maybe local stuff and then stream it or something. I think that could be really cool. But I definitely would need some more help with that kind of thing. Could you do a Skype group chat? Yeah, I suppose that would work. When it's too many, you can use Zoom to call. Yeah. I hadn't thought about Skype. Because I thought that had limits too, but I haven't used Skype in a long time. I mean, I use it regularly, but yeah, feature-wise, I'm not that familiar with it these days. All right, Nick says, your recent videos on the wide-angle Leiwa lenses are absolutely bomb. Do you think they're nice enough to shoot professional short film? Absolutely. Oh yeah, those lenses, really, there's only, let's see, I would say there's one thing that bothers me a lot about them, and the rest is pretty great. Like, they're just really good lenses. They're sharp. They all have these crazy specs, but the one thing they're bad at is flaring. They flare really weird and not flattering, not a good flare. So if you're able to do a matte box on their longer lenses, that's good. On their wide stuff, you really can't because, that 12 millimeter is like past 180. It's like 122 degrees. It's crazy. So that's the only thing I wouldn't use it for, is tons of flaring. It's going to look weird. You can kind of see it in some of the footage from my review, but I would definitely use that in a professional scenario. Those are really solid lenses. Speaking of lenses, after this stream, I'm hopping over to Jem Schofield's channel, which is the C47. And we're doing a live stream. We're going to be talking about lenses. So if you want to see, we're going to do a multi-part series. And today we're doing part 1, which is our favorite lenses. So here is, let me grab the link to the actual stream itself. It's called All About Lenses, part 1. So drop in the link. There it is in the chat. Going to be a lot of fun. So make sure you head over there and enjoy us. Carlos is saying he loves Discord. Yeah, Discord's great. I just like carve out time to make that happen. Alan, yeah, long time no talk. Let's go up here. All right, interesting. Blackmagic TV Studio over anything Roland makes. Yeah, I've looked into Blackmagic. I'll have to look again for switching and stuff like that. But I feel like it's fairly, I need something kind of flexible. I kind of want something that I can sort of throw anything at and make it work. And I've heard that Blackmagic is pretty particular about what kind of signals you're sending its way. All right, next question is from Semantic Productions. What would be your top 3 things to focus on when starting photography, videography business? I would say the number one thing is, it's not very sexy, right? The number one thing is going to be making sure that your goal should be to help your client sell something if you're doing corporate-y stuff. So instead of trying to make something look super beautiful, that's great, and you should try to do that, but focus on selling for that company. If it's a wedding, capturing those moments, serving the client, really serving, right? If you can do that really well, I think you're going to be around forever. I think the companies that it's all visual, it's good, but they're not actually converting to sales for their clients, I think that's where things get kind of dicey. All right, we're going to do a speed round here because I, in 12 minutes, have to be live on Jem Schofield's channel, which will be interesting, and I have to run up and grab some stuff for that. So, here we go. Thinking about getting 2 cameras for my YouTube videos. Been using the G7. Should I add a second one or look at the M50? I think adding a second one is great, especially if you're using HDMI out. Those cameras are really strong for that. Any experience with the Pro Color from EOS HD? I have not used it. I've heard people like it though. Your favorite part of the year so far, tech-wise? Oh gosh, that is a really tough question. Come back to the stream. Let's talk about that, because that's a tough one. What's the benefit of becoming a member of your channel? I'm thinking about it. We're going to be doing exclusive live streams. That's the goal. Some kind of exclusive place where we can make sure we're answering each other's questions. But we're still ironing that out. And by we, I mean I. Have you seen the iCan Delta 5-inch? I have not. Interesting. Did you pick up native RF lenses? No, I just bought the adapter. I don't really feel like investing in the RF lenses. There's already so many great EF lenses out there for the EOS R. Looking at the H5N, any videos on it? No, but really most of those modern audio recorders are going to do a pretty good job from Tascam and Zoom. So great question, Ash. From Jason, any favorite resources for 4K 10-bit log workflow? Got my Z6 Nice and Ninja 5. I'll be doing a guide, most likely for the Z6. I still haven't really tested mine a lot. 10-bit log workflows. If I would work on your exposure first. So just research exposing log and see if you can find some papers for the Nikon Z6. There you go. Next question. I'm just looking at the tags, guys. So yeah, that's what we're doing here. Any hints on what the weird lights are you'll be reviewing? Oh, any hints? Any hints? Zones. Huge. Zones and huge. Those are your two hints there, wannabe. Sam Fox, what have you heard? The latest leak, Sony mirrorless cameras coming soon. Are you excited or met about it? It depends. If Sony's actually going to surprise us, I think that sounds really interesting with the A7S III. I have a feeling it's not going to be that, blow my hair back, what's left of it. But, who knows? We'll see. We'll see. Next question. Are there any good, affordable, non-fisheye ultra-wide-angle lenses from Emil? That's probably... depends on what you mean by affordable. You're not going to find a no distortion, low distortion, wide angle under $400 or even $800 probably. Unfortunately, it's expensive to get right. Are you going to make an EOS R guide? At this point, I'm not quite. There's other cameras that I prefer to get to, like the Fuji X-T3 and the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K. So those will be happening first. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe. Lightest gimbal that can handle the G7. Ooh, that's a good question. With the G7 and a light lens, you could probably get away with, some of those tiny gimbals out there. Unfortunately, I don't know that much about gimbals. You should check out Atola Visuals channel, and she probably could help you out there. Next question from Alan. Would totally buy the EOS guide from Caleb. Sorry, dude. After that last chat. Oh, dude. Maybe someday. Who knows? Camera went dark. Maybe. Uh-oh. My side. Restarting my browser. Whoops. Camera definitely did go dark. And not sure why that happened. Hang on one second. Let me unplug this thing. And I'm going to plug it back in. That's the first time that's ever happened. Apparently, OBS is completely freaking out right now, which is pretty interesting. Let me turn off the camera. See if it's on the camera end. Turning it back on. And... well, that's been fun. Yeah, so the camera, something's going on here. Not sure exactly what. So at this point, it might be a good time to head out because in less than 5 minutes, I'm going live over on Jem Schofield's channel. So let's go ahead and head over there. I'm going to go ahead and drop the link to that again in the chat there. I'm going to be going live with those beautiful gentlemen in just a moment. So head over there, settle in, and we're going to be talking about our favorite lenses. Thank you guys for joining me. So sorry about this camera issue. I'm going to have to solve it here in the next couple moments. So I'll see you over at Jem's channel. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you in just a few minutes.